Good morning, I'm Lance Corporal Tyler Tidwell with the South Carolina Highway Patrol, and I'm here to talk about a couple of campaigns that the South Carolina Department of Public Safety has going on right now. Our first campaign is the Buckle Up SC campaign, and with that, we want to educate people about the importance of wearing their seatbelts. So a seatbelt is here for you to save lives. The importance of a seatbelt is that if you're involved in a collision or a rollover collision, then it'll keep you safe and inside the vehicle instead of getting ejected. And for a lot of people, they have a couple of misconceptions about seatbelts. They'll say, oh, well, I'm just going down the road to go to the store, or hey, I'll just, put it on whenever and I'll forget about it. But the thing is, it only takes 2 seconds for you to put a seatbelt on, and it can save your life. As a matter of fact, out of the 390 traffic fatalities that we've had so far this year in South Carolina, about 69% of those people were not wearing their seatbelts. So that's a huge factor. And I can't help but think, would those people still be with us today, or some of them, if they were wearing their seatbelts? The fine for an adult not wearing their seatbelt is $25. We're also focusing on child passenger safety restraint violations. So the fine for those are $155. If you have a little one, make sure they're in the proper booster seat, child seat, front, rear facing. And if you want any more information on that, then you can visit our website at scdps.sc.gov. And one last thing about seatbelts. The proper way to wear a seatbelt is to have the lap belt over your lap and the shoulder belt over your shoulder. So a lot of people, they try to put the shoulder belt under their shoulder, but that's not the proper way. So as you all know, Memorial Day weekend is coming up, and that begins the 100 Deadly Days of Summer. So the 100 Deadly Days of Summer is the time period between Memorial Day and Labor Day, and that's typically when we see an uptick in the amount of traffic fatalities on our roadways. Of course, we have kids getting out of school, we have people going on vacations, and we also have, lesser restrictions due to COVID, so there'll be more people out on our roadways this year. Some of the leading causes of collisions that we have are driving too fast for conditions, failure to yield the right-of-way, and driving under the influence. Some safety tips that I have for you, or travel tips, are just to make sure that you have an adequate amount of fuel if you're driving this weekend and going to your destination, or if you have an electric vehicle, make sure it's fully charged. Also check your vehicle's tire pressure and tread depth just to make sure they're not bald. And one last thing is to ensure that you get the proper amount of rest before you take a trip. Also, some things that I want to point out are that more and more motorcycles will be on our roadways. So before you make a left turn, just look for motorcycles, because we have to share the roadway with them. And also, if you're out and about and you have your child with you, make sure you don't leave them in the car, because the temperatures can rise pretty quick. Lastly, if you want any up-to-date traffic information, or information about roadblocks and just traffic being blocked, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and my handle for that is SCHP_Troop7. And also, if you're interested in being a trooper, or if you know anyone that's interested in being a trooper, you can go to joinschp.com to apply. Thank you.